I want you to be as successful as you can be for this school year. So I'm going to give you some ideas of what you can do to set yourself up for success and for the best school year you can have with online learning. Hello everyone, hello curious creatures. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. I'm so glad you stopped by. I'm Christina, and this is where I talk about productivity, study habits, personal development, and routines to help our lives be a little bit more efficient. And in today's video, I want to talk about how to be successful in the upcoming school year with online or hybrid learning. So the first thing that I want you to understand about online or hybrid learning, either going to school 2 days a week and the rest is online, is that your online work is serious. It is real. It is not something that your teacher is deciding to put online for busy work. That's what I need you to understand. Students out there, I need you to understand that your work online is real and it is going to be graded. You are going to be evaluated on the things that you complete online. So please take it seriously. If there is a video that your teacher asks you to watch it. That is supplemental to what they are teaching. If there is an essay, part 1, that they need you to hand in, please hand it in so you can get feedback. If there are math questions that you need to do for practice, please complete that. Do not take the online portion of your class as optional, right? Unless the teacher is saying, here's 3 pieces of work, one of them is optional, then obviously that is optional. But the bulk of the work that you need to complete online is part of your schoolwork. It is not some ethereal, magical thing that the teacher is not going to check. They are going to check that work. Don't hand it in Google Classroom blank, like you turn it in and it is blank. No, please understand that online is a real thing. The second thing that you need to understand in order to be successful for online learning is to create a schedule and routine for yourself. I know you've heard this. I know your principals have told you or your teachers have told you to create a schedule, but that really is the key to success. Many of the most successful people have a very strict morning and evening routine, and you need to have one as well. You need to look at what classes you have. When you're having your Zooms, you might want to write those things down and create a schedule that works for you. Do not fall into the pit of going to sleep at 2 a.m. or 4 a.m. and then waking up at 2 in the afternoon. It's just not going to help you for your schoolwork and your daily life routine. I know a lot of students are going to say, but I'm a night owl. I like to do my work at night. You know, me too. I also do like to do my work at night, but really there is a threshold to the hours of night that I can do my work. I personally really can't do my work at 4 a.m. That is too late for me. And as human beings, we do have this circadian rhythm within ourselves, our own internal clock. And we are not nocturnal creatures. We're not a bat. We're not a possum that likes to be up at night. We do thrive on daylight. That daylight gives us energy. It's a source of our energy. We want to wake up and feel the daylight. At night, it signals to start winding down. It's time to relax. Those are really the signals we get within our body. So please try to wake up at a reasonable hour. If you're completely online and you don't have a class at 8 a.m., I'm not saying wake up 6 a.m., 7 a.m. Find a reasonable time, maybe 9 to 9:30, get up, create that as your routine, and then try to sleep at the same reasonable hour every night. You need to start creating this time frame that you do every single day. Do not wake up at 4 a.m. because I know a lot of students did that in the spring semester and it was not good for their mental health, their well-being, or their grade. Okay, so this next one is in conjunction with creating a routine or schedule that you can stick to daily, but it is to be organized and to plan all the things that you need to do. You still need to be organized even if you are not going into school. It is so important to be organized if you are in school, if you're out of school, probably even more if you're out of school. I would suggest to get a notebook where you keep all of the things that you need to do or your daily tasks, or a calendar or an agenda book that has all of these things in one, where you have a calendar and you have pages with the date of the things that you need to do. I would suggest, highlighting the days that you need to go to school. So you can highlight all the days, if you're hybrid, of the times that you need to go to school so that you know where you need to be at all times. Or you could highlight the days that you have Zoom meetings. You can also write in any major projects you have, or assignments or essays. You can write that into your calendar for those dates of those major projects. You can also just get a regular notebook. This is my regular notebook that I like to write my schedule. So here I have my daily routine, and I put it with the times. I put 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. This is for the summertime, but I break my day up into hours so I don't just sit on the couch and get trapped onto playing Animal Farm or looking at Facebook or Instagram. So you need to write down when you have Zoom meetings, when you have important assignments that are due, when you need to study for a test. You can't just leave it up to your memory. Writing things down is crucial. It is a crucial habit of success so that you know what you need to do and you can check it off once you are finished. It also gives you a really great sense of accomplishment when you see all of your things are checked off. Okay, so the next piece of advice that I have for you to help you be successful for online learning is to create a good work environment, an area that is clean, clutter-free, and that you go to every single day to do your work. This area signals to your brain that I am now in work and study mode. Now, it does not have to be anything fancy. You don't even need a desk. I'm actually going to be making a video of how to deal with online learning when you don't have a desk, but it just needs to be an area that is quiet, calm, and that you go to every day so that you associate this area with study time or work time. So create that ambiance for you that you want to go study there and you are focused. All right, students, so I know this next one is the one that is very difficult for students, especially with online learning, but it is to stay focused on your task. A lot of students have difficulty maintaining their focus on what they need to do. That's because we have so many things around us distracting us, our phone, computers, the internet, TV. But that's why I said you need to create a space where you know it's work time. You need to create a space that has no distractions. So for staying focused, I would suggest to turn off your cell phone. Either turn it off or put it on airplane mode. Then look at what time it is, set a timer for how many hours you want to work. Either 1 hour or 2 hours or even 30 minutes. You can do 30 minutes and a 5-minute break, or an hour and a 10-minute break, but give yourself this block of time where you know you're just going to concentrate on what you are doing. Then right next to you on your desk, have a list of the work that you need to get done. So it doesn't have to be a huge list. Have a list of priorities of things you need to do, even if it's just one big thing. If it's one huge thing, that is your onesie. That is the piece of work that you want to complete. So have that on your desk. You need to do that and focus. Get it done, then take your break, then go back to doing your work. So this next tip is going to be a lifesaver. It is going to be something that you really need to start doing, okay? If you haven't done it already, this is the one. And it is to communicate with your teachers early. So this is the start of a new year. You might not know your teachers yet. They might not know you. That is okay. Do not be shy. Go ahead and email your teachers. Send an email and say, hey, I'm so-and-so and I don't really get the subject. Sometimes I have difficulty with it and I need extra time or extra help. That is completely okay. Your teacher will actually like that you are taking initiative, that you are being proactive in your education. And they might even like give you a little leeway because you're being so proactive in your own education. But please, if you are seeing that you are having difficulty in an assignment, if you're having difficulty completing it or staying focused or even just understanding it, email them right away so that they can provide extra help for you. You might not even know the tricks that your teacher has or is saving to provide extra help for you. Maybe they have somebody who is a tutor. Maybe they will tutor you themselves. They have office hours and they will tutor you. They will call you up on the phone. They'll pair you up with a buddy. I don't know. They have ideas that you are not aware of. So please reach out to your teacher and communicate if you are having difficulty in your subject. Your teacher will see that you're having difficulty in your subject by, the missed homeworks or the bad grades, but this might take a couple weeks and even a month, and that's already a month lost of you not understanding something that you could have been getting help with earlier. My next piece of advice is linked to the one before this about contacting your teachers. And when you go into your new semester, your fall semester, and if it's online, if it's hybrid, in which you're only seeing your teacher for 2 days, regardless, know all of their office hours. Go ahead and see what is the time that they provide office hours online so that you can request time to speak to them, to talk to them via Zoom or WebEx and get that extra help. Know when your teachers are available, know when they're just always online during their office hours, and stop by. Please use that time to get the help that you need. All of these students always say, I don't like online learning. It's just not for me. I don't know what I'm doing. It's hard for me to focus. There are help and support available, but you just need to take advantage of it. You need to take advantage of those office hours that your teachers are providing so that you can feel more comfortable and get that one-on-one help that you are missing when it's like in the classroom. All right, so I love this next idea for online learning or hybrid learning, and it is for students to find a group of friends, a core pod, to create study groups. Now, if you're in the same class, you might have different study groups based on the classes, or if you have a good group of friends, you can create a study group and you can do it via Zoom, where you find a time that works for everybody and then you all Zoom or do a WebEx together or FaceTime, whatever it may be, but you're all together and you're looking at the material, you're studying it together. You might even read a book together. You're asking each other questions and providing each other support. This can be educational support as well as moral support. In these times of like social distancing and isolation, we are feeling really isolated. We're feeling, that we're missing this social portion of our lives, of talking with our friends. But we have so much technology. Please use it. Contact people, talk with them. Create this little study group so that you can keep each other accountable. Now, if you live close enough to each other, I would say that you can even go to each other's houses and create a study pod. You need to assess, safety. You can sit a little bit far apart, wear a mask if you want to do that. But if you have like a group of 4 people and you are the ones that are always meeting, it might be a worthwhile thing. Have you been listening, students? All right, I hope you have. But this next idea for helping you to be successful with online learning, I think is a great one. And it is to use the internet to help you understand what your material is. Don't just solely rely on your teacher. If you don't understand something and the way that they presented it, go ahead and be proactive. I've mentioned this before, but be proactive. Take your own education into your hands and look for other videos on the internet to help you understand what you don't understand. YouTube obviously is a great forum for helping people understand analysis or math or whatever it may be. Khan Academy, Course Hero, Skillshare. There are so many programs out there to help you understand what you don't understand. So this summer I took a Shakespeare course, like a graduate Shakespeare course, and I read 5 plays by William Shakespeare that I've never read before. I had an hour Zoom meeting with my class and my professor once a week. Now that was fabulous, that was great, but it was not enough for me to really ask questions or deeply get into the analysis of certain characters that I frankly could not understand because it's Shakespeare. So what did I do? I read a lot of Cliff Notes online, and I actually watched it online, like the analysis of characters, the themes, the plots. They have courses taught by professors to give really short analysis of books. That helped me tremendously. It helped me learn, it helped me understand the material more deeply for my own analysis, and that was not required by the teacher. I wanted to do that. So please use everything that is to your disposal in this day and age to help you understand and further your own knowledge. Okay, students, so those are my tips for how to be successful with online or hybrid learning. But of course, I have some bonus tips and advice for you. And it is to take care of yourself. Rest, recharge, stay healthy, take your vitamins, and just remember that if online is not your thing, this is only temporary and you will get through it. We will all get through it. And this is just a new skill that you are learning, how to do all of these things online and how to be disciplined. My other bonus tip is for the students who are doing hybrid learning, meaning you are going into class maybe 2 or 3 days a week, and that is to have your own materials. Make sure you're bringing your own pens, pencils, highlighters, and you are the only ones using them. Please do not share them with your friends. If you do, sanitize that afterwards, because pens, of course, carry germs. If you're putting them in your mouth, you know, these are habits that are unhygienic. I'm gonna link that video up above, my hygienic tips for students. So those are all the things that I have to say about online learning. Just remember to stay focused, advocate for yourself. If you're having trouble, use those emails of your teachers to contact them, and stay focused and stay disciplined. That's all I have to say in this video. If you like this video, please like this video, subscribe down below for more ideas to help students with online learning and tips and tricks for productivity. In the meantime, please keep learning and stay curious. Bye.